What is a quarter? A very strange title for a speech. I'm sure you're wondering what in the world I mean by that. A quarter can be a number of things. It can be a type of beer, which happens to be one of my favorites. It can be someone who carries large, heavy objects like a hotel porter or a Sherpa who will carry mountaineering gear out a mountain for a hiker. However, in my world, in my life, quarter is a very different thing, a very unique and special thing to me. I'm not going to come out and tell you directly what quarter is or who quarter is, but I am going to read you a quote, and I think this will give you a little bit of insight into who quarter is in my life. Dogs are a link to paradise. They don't know evil or jealousy or discontent. To sit with a dog on a hillside on a glorious afternoon is to be back in Eden, where doing nothing was not boring, it was peace. By Milan Kundera. So as you can probably guess now, Porter is the name of my dog. He is a beautiful black and white Australian Shepherd, came into my life about 6 years ago, and has been a big part of my life. I will talk with you about first how Porter came into my life 6 years ago, how our relationship has changed and grown over the past 6 years, and what he means to me today. As I mentioned, I've had Porter for 6 years now. He was 4 months old when my husband and I picked him up at a friend's house. At first, I wasn't really thrilled about getting a dog, especially a puppy. We had just started dating about 6 months before we got Porter, had just finished school, college, and were looking for jobs in our respective fields. So the cost of having a puppy was another concern. But my husband, Tim, kept pushing and pushing and pushing, and finally I said, okay, maybe I'll start thinking about this. We took a couple of the online quizzes that tell you what breed of dog is best suited for your lifestyle, and they all said Australian Shepherd. But Australian Shepherd puppies aren't cheap. They're expensive. So we kind of said, well, we'll forget about it, and then when we're able to, we'll revisit it. But her friend actually had a litter of Australian Shepherd puppies she was trying to give away to a good home at no charge. So my husband said, well, I'm going to go see if one of these puppies fits into our life, if we gravitate towards one of these puppies. I wasn't able to go, I had to work. So the decision was that my husband would show up at my work with the dog if he found one that he liked, or not. I remember driving up to work that afternoon, and there he was with this little black and white puppy. And I knew, as soon as I saw that puppy, that I was in trouble. I knew that he was going to be a big part of my life. Now, when we first had Porter, as puppies often do, he chewed everything. Everything, including mini blinds. He actually ate mini blinds off of our window. It's a true story. He ate a seat belt, shoes, clothing, anything that you can imagine this dog ate. I, at first, was so frustrated, thinking, why did we get this puppy? It was driving me crazy. But over time, that started to change. I began running with him when he was 6 months old. At first, it was a disaster because he was going all over the place, was still kind of clumsy, his legs were too long, too hyper. But over time, I was able to train him to keep up with me. And he's been a fantastic running partner for the last 6 years. We also started taking him hiking at the age of 8 months, which he just absolutely loves. Hiking's probably his favorite thing to do. Unfortunately, he likes to find mud and dirt and anything else that's going to make a huge mess. So that's my only complaint. But over the last 6 years, we've definitely developed a connection, a real deep connection. Today, as I mentioned just a few moments ago, he is my running partner. I run with him most every day, and he's fantastic. He doesn't complain or talk my ear off when I'm starting to get tired. He just runs right alongside me, happy as can be, doesn't mind how far or not that we go. Although if I take him on too short a run, he gets pretty upset about that. He's a wonderful hiking dog, goes with us backpacking every year. I think I have a few minutes here to share a funny story. He likes to go snowshoeing with us, probably one of his favorite outdoor activities. This was probably the 4th or 5th time that we had taken him snowshoeing. We're out there, lots of fresh powder, real deep powder. We're hiking along and come across a stream. He loves the water, of course. And we thought, well, there's no way he'll get in the water. He jumps right in, up to his chest, soaking wet, freezing cold water. Thought, well, we'll keep going because he seemed okay. So probably about a half a mile later, I noticed that he's starting to slow down. And there's all this snow packing around his hind legs.
Oh.
And so I decided I'd pick him up, and he's just covered in snowballs. And it's not like a regular snowball, it's a hard block of ice basically. He had at least 25 pounds of snow on him. It was quite a scene. So when we got back to the car, my husband had to get out his Swiss Army knife and break it off of his fur. It was that bad. Wonderful outdoor dog. He's fantastic, a wonderful addition, and he brings us a lot of joy and happiness. We're very happy that he's a part of our life today. So I hope that was an entertaining look into my life with my wonderful dog. He's a great addition. I actually did bring a picture of him too, just so that you can see. It's upside down. My husband made this for me for Christmas. It's a little collection of our favorite photos. So I know it's really pathetic. He's a dog, but he's my baby. So this is him. This is Porter. And you guys are more than welcome to look through the pictures if you'd like. There's some really great ones in there. So.